Hello, friends. Happy April to all of you. I was considering doing an April Fool's type of video blog this month where I said something absolutely ridiculous to start out. Something like I'm moving to Norway, or I won the Powerball, or that I'm marrying somebody I just met over the weekend while shopping at Trader Joe's. But then I realized that if I actually do meet someone from Norway while shopping at Trader Joe's and that they just won the lottery and we fall madly in love and they want to marry me, then you'd never believe me. So I figured I'll just do my usual video blog where I catch you all up with what's going on in my life and what awakenings I'm having as a result of it. Before I get started though, I want to take a minute and thank you all. These video blogs are really starting to get some great attention. I'm flattered that they are getting as many views as they are. You may have noticed I started to dress up the header page, and I'm including them all at the bottom of my emails as part of my signature reply. It's thanks to you that my audience is growing, and please continue to share these with anybody who you think might enjoy a little bit of my take on life. My sometimes snarky sense of humor, and my unbound desire to help inspire others. So back to the business of catching you all up with what's going on in my life these days. I'm about to head down to Florida to visit my family for about a week. After that, I'll travel with them back to the Twin Cities, and I'll get the chance to do the Passover Seder with my whole family for the first time in a few years. I'm really looking forward to that. That's part of the reason why I'm getting this video blog out so early this month. I figured if I don't do it now, it won't happen until after the holidays. Plus, it feels really good to just check this off my to-do list as one of the first few days of the month. Like many of you, I've also been working on my taxes. That's never something that I ever look forward to. Ugh. But I do get a sense of accomplishment and relief when I finally put it behind me. You may have also noticed that I just sent out my Bike MS letter. Late winter, early spring is always a time when I have a lot of activity related to planning for the fundraising year and getting my team together for the summer event. And then, of course, it's also Restaurant Week in Chicago. You may have noticed through the years that I'm a bit of a foodie. Taking time to share food and drink with friends and family is quite possibly my most favorite way to invest my time. We've tried a few new restaurants. Some of them are a pretty good value at the $39 Restaurant Week menu price, and some of them are really not a special value at all. Like all things in life, you kind of have to sift through things and figure out where you find your best value and where you're willing to invest your money and your time in the future. One of the places I invested some money and time recently that was a great value was when I saw the new play Goodnight Oscar at the Goodman Theater. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, but it was absolutely fabulous. The play stars Sean Hayes, who is most known for his role as Jack in the TV sitcom Will and Grace. Mr. Hayes plays the role of Oscar Levant, who was the circa 1950 entertainer who played the piano, was a bit of an irreverent comedian, and he was also a regular on the late-night talk show scene. The play centers around Levant's appearances on Jack Parr's late-night talk show. Levant was famous for many witty one-liners, and he himself would say, "There's a fine line between genius and insanity. I have erased this line." The play was fantastic. I went through the full range of emotions, laughing out loud, crying, feeling every feeling you could possibly feel as I watched Sean Hayes' stunning performance. The play also made me think. It made me think about a lot of things in my own life. Oscar Levant faced many challenges in his life and spent many years in and out of mental institutions. There were many ways that Levant was seen as an actor before his time. His irreverent sense of humor was somewhat akin to the likes of Lenny Bruce. But one of the ways he was most unique and ahead of his time was that he openly spoke about his mental health at a time when nobody, particularly men, spoke openly about mental health issues. Many would say that Oscar Levant always spoke without a filter. That's another way that the play made me think. It made me think about how important it is to be able to speak what's in your heart, how to be able to do it with compassion and kindness. I wasn't always able to do that. In fact, I worked very hard over the last 10 years to learn a little bit more about how to choose my words with intention, how to think before I speak, how to consider the effects of what I'm about to say instead of just blurting things out. When I just blurt things out, it can lead to what I call a GES moment. Oh, by the way, that stands for ghastly emotional scene. Thanks, Sarah. When I saw the play and thought about how often I used to blurt out things that I would later regret, it made me shudder a bit. But it also made me very proud of myself for investing the time and effort to initiate change. Now, I'm not trying to say that Oscar Levant should have done anything differently, or that I am some sort of an expert at filtering my words. We all walk our own journeys, and we all make choices and say things that create the path of life that opens in front of us. What I am doing here, though, is I'm taking a moment to look at the everyday events in my life and see them fully for what they are. In my mind, the everyday moments in our lives gives us the opportunity to think about three very important things. One, what we've already learned about ourselves. Two, how that learning makes us appreciate where we are at right now. And three, visualize where we are going on the path ahead. So what have you learned about yourselves recently, my friends? I always love hearing back from you, so feel free to comment below or send me a text or an email or even pick up the phone and give me a call. Well, that's it for this month, folks. Ciao, ciao for now.